Okay guys, so we're back, and I'm going to show you what you need to actually go ahead and do the control panel. So the first thing you need is some wire cutters. The strippers actually. These are pretty good because, you know, they're easy to handle. You also need some wire cutters. You have cutters here, but I like to use these because they're a little faster. And you need a flathead screwdriver, small, for the iPack, so you can actually screw in the wire. You need two different color wires. You could do this with only one color, but I like to use two different colors for the ground and the on button, the on. And you need some connectors. So make sure you get the right size. So take one of the micro switches over to where you're gonna buy them and try to fit it in. See if it fits right. If it fits a little loose, that's fine, because you could actually go ahead and use the strippers to go ahead and like tighten it up a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut over to the control panel and how to actually connect it. Since the iPack only has one ground, what we have to do is actually daisy chain the ground to every single button on the first player. It has one ground for first player and one ground for second player. So you could actually daisy chain everything, but it's recommended to do it from first player and then second player. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do that right now. So first, you want to connect the ground to your iPack. Make sure it's tight, but not too tight, because you could actually break it, and I've done that before, so I'm telling you from experience. So you want to go ahead and measure to the first button that you want to do. Give it a little bit of slack, not that much, and then you cut it, and then you strip it. And then you want to strip the other end, because you're going to actually fuse them together. I know it seems weird. Kind of merge them together. Then go ahead and grab your connector. And clamp it down. Make sure it's pretty tight so that they don't come loose. Okay, once you've done that, make sure it's kind of tight, and go ahead and plug it in. So that's your first one, and then you want to do the same for all the other buttons, which are these, this. I do this and this one, and then the rest I do with the second player. So here you go, measure again. Grab your connector. Tighten it down. And then connect it to the second one. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do one more, and then I'll let you guys do the rest on your own. Go ahead and cut. It'll be too long. Take your time doing this, guys, because if you don't get the connectors right, if you get one wrong in the middle, then the rest of them won't work. So, you know, take your time, make sure they're connected right. Okay guys, so we're gonna get and cut and do the rest, and then we'll get back to connecting the actual on. We chained everything. I left this one open because this is what we're gonna use for the coin buttons. You can also use those as pinball, but we're only gonna use them as coin. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do every button now, since you have to do every single one individually. There's an input for every single button here. There's enough for, I think it's 12 to 14 buttons each. So you can put as many buttons as you want, you know, as long as you have the inputs for them. There are bigger iPads that you can use for more buttons, but this one usually works. So the orders for this, it's got one down, it's got one right, left, up, down, switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4. So you can go ahead and follow that order, or you can plug them in as you want. And we can go ahead and flash the iPad later. I'm going to show you how to do that on a later video as well. I'm going to go ahead and do player 1 and player 2. And then I'll let you guys do the rest. And we'll come back to how it's actually finished. Okay, so for player 1, you want to go ahead and do the same thing we did on the other one. And let's start right here. Okay, so just measure to where your player 1 is. And you want to use the bottom one. The bottom one's the, it's just, the bottom one is for, like, right under the ground is the one you want to use. Not the very bottom one, but the one under the ground. Because that's the one to use for a button. The other one's just to leave it on. As you press the button, it stays on forever. And the top one's just, press and release. And again, make sure these are clamped down really good so that you don't have to deal with it coming off, and also so it makes good contact. So you want to use this one, top one, not this one, this one here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do player 2. Two's right here. Measure over to it and repeat the same process. Okay, so once we're done this, you want to go ahead and do the rest, and that's what we're gonna do. And then the next video is gonna be on the actual Hyperspin already, so I'll show you guys what we're going to do with it. Please don't forget to subscribe, and tell your friends about it too. Share the video, do what you want. Help me out. And there we go, so we're going to go ahead and cut and do the rest, and we'll cut back to it. You can see I went ahead and wired everything, so everything's nice and neat. We also went ahead and added wired the side buttons, which are going to be coined, which is this one and then the one on this side. And we went ahead and put a button on for the on and off for the computer. As you can see, it leads to the motherboard itself. And we also went ahead and added a system fan so that it would keep things a little bit cooler in here. And now we're ready to go ahead and do the software. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut, and that'll be the next part of the series. Okay, thank you guys, and please don't forget to subscribe.